So I joined Adaptimmune about 9 years ago, and about 2 years after that, we had a major issue. At the time, we were using a contract manufacturing organization to make these cells. We decided that we had to bet on ourselves. We had to bet on ourselves and our ability to make the cells. And we stood up this facility, double quick time. We started manufacturing ourselves, and the rate of success went from 30% to over 90%, and we were able to meet the needs of these patients. Ultimately, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
The hardest part in this cell and gene therapy space is that it is new. And because it's new, you are setting the boundaries. You're setting the specs, you're setting what should be acceptable. And for us, it is finding the high quality science that can set those specs and provide the best care, the best product for the patients.
People often ask, why do you do what you do? Your manufacturing hope is what drives us here every day. This quote sits on the wall outside the manufacturing and quality labs. Carol and Bill Fisher were a couple that visited us in June of 2022, and Carol told us her story. Carol didn't tell us about her diagnosis or her treatment. She told us the story of everything that happened after her treatment. In the 6+ years where she had had grandchildren and weddings and vacations and her dream home. And at the end of it, Bill looked at the company and he said, I just want to tell you guys that you are manufacturing hope.
I am one of those people during COVID. I was like, what am I doing with my life? I just want to be happy. And I happened to meet our CEO, Charlie, at a happy hour of all places. Always go to those networking events. And he told me about these robots and showed me videos. And to me, I was really looking for something where I could, have a mission that I really believed in, something to really get out of bed every day and feel happy at work. Yeah, so you never know.
I think a good story for Cesium was the fundraise for the spin-out. It probably took us about 30 no's to get to a yes. Right? And sometimes those no's were no, sometimes they were just silence, and sometimes they were a yes, but then over time turned out to be a no. But we ultimately prevailed, and a lot of good lessons learned. One was having the drive to keep going, even when the path to success wasn't clear.
I've always wanted to learn where the rubber meets the road and understand that feeling and build the technology from their need perspective.
What have you learned from that?
Not as easy as I thought. There's several rebuilds. There's several times you're going to take multiple steps back. But if you come back to your core, what you and why you started this in the first place, if you come back to that on occasion and revalidate that, stay in your channel to what you believe from the very beginning, you'll eventually get there.